Hello, good evening, traders. My name is Raul Rivera. I am the founder of themarketprofile.com. Today is December 11th, 2017. Let's get started with today's daily market summary. And today we started seeing a little bit of activity going into the Fed meeting, S&P 500, as we're seeing here. Getting a pretty nice bid here towards the end of the very end of the session. We were short this one early this morning. We decided to take the trade here at the value area high from a previous profile. Entered the market short at 59.75. Took two targets, and we were out of that trade. We were in a D-shaped distribution at the time. It's only now, late in the day, that we decided to actually extend the range and follow the Nasdaq higher, especially since the Dow, S&P, and the Russell 2000 futures were pretty much in tight consolidation. We had the JOLTS report today, the JOLTS job openings, and it actually came in as a bad report rather than a good report. But bad news is good news, and good news is good news in this market. So I guess we'll just let that one slide. Next up, we got the Nasdaq futures here on the market profile, and we had specific areas we were looking to sell. This one we were a little bit too late to get into, and it was a little bit too close to for comfort for me. I didn't really want to take a trade at that level, so I just sort of ignored it. I took a losing trade though on this value area. I took a short. I added to my short at this next value area, and I got stopped out around 64.09, 64.10. That was a loser. And then I re-entered short at 64.11. Trade was good for about 8 points at its best, but it just couldn't sell, right? It just did not find enough sellers. We could take a look here at the cumulative tick volume indicator, 20 plus contracts, and there were mostly buyers in that market. Taking a look at crude oil, we were able to take a pretty decent trade here. D followed by a P is the final read here on the market profile. We were looking at levels of support and resistance from Friday's profile. Support here, resistance here, which we took a trade on, and resistance here, which I did not take a full trade on. If we take a look at the data series and go over to text and markers, we can see my trades. And if we close up here, we can see that I shorted the market here at 57.84, just slightly above this value area high. Took my targets here at from 84 to 70 and 73. We noticed that institutional order flow was buying the market pretty darn nicely, and with good reason. I mean, the market ripped higher from the location we were selling from, and good thing we took out our profits and hit our first target, or else this may have turned into a small loser. Looking at the 30-year bond, early during the overnight session, we found that there was some support that got hit right there to the tick. We tried to sell 153.28, but we couldn't. The market didn't really rally that much from that area. Taking a look at the Dow, same situation, only really looking for the long side, but if the short is possible, it would have been done up here very close to 24,500, which is a market number. Again, no trade in the Dow futures today. And taking a look at gold, this one didn't provide any trading opportunities either. We're looking for the sell side only, not the long side, and with good reason. The market just keeps dropping. And with the Fed set to raise interest rates, I anticipate that gold can trade as low as 1220 to 1210. 1220 to 1210. Coming back to a few new sets of charts here. Let me see. That's the one right there. Um, Taking a look at the DAX early this morning. You know, we've been trading the DAX recently. 13,220 was the sell. The buy was down at 13,080. We didn't quite get, not enough volatility in today's market. Plenty of buyers, just not enough volatility to move the market in one direction or the other. Looking at another European index future, we had the EURUSD 50. This one we didn't get a chance to analyze, but we had a value area high here. That obviously that's where the market opened, so we didn't really want to do anything. And by the time the market was open during the US session, we didn't really get to a value area low. This would have been it right here around 35.70. And as you can see, again, another market with just not enough volatility to move. And we saw that across pretty much the globe. Taking a look at the euro, this one, D-shaped distribution for most of the session, a lot of consolidation, a lot of sideways movement, and a lot of time spent just not really moving in one direction or the other. We try to buy down here, try to sell up here. So you can see just, again, not enough volatility. Is it the Monday blues? I'm not really sure. Up next, we got the British pound. This one, again, not a lot of activity going on in the currencies today. I think everything's just waiting on the Fed on Wednesday in order to pretty much make their moves here in the British pound. We can see that we're just kind of consolidating sideways throughout the days. We make a little new low. There are more sellers than buyers. If we take a look at the cumulative tick volume indicator, here we see some sellers, here we see some sellers, here we see some sellers, here we see some sellers. A little bit of both. A few buyers here on the way down. Must be, we got to consider that as short covering. And then today on the way down, just more short sellers looking to push the market to the downside based on, support and resistance of the market profile. This is one that we didn't analyze this morning. And finally, the yen, another one we didn't analyze, but this one again, just against the US dollar, it keeps going lower, and we anticipate that that's going to continue to be the case because we know that the Fed is going to raise interest rates, a couple of basis points, maybe 0.25 or 0.50%. That's today's live daily market summary, guys. I hope everybody enjoyed it. Have a great evening, and I'll see you guys next time, tomorrow. Later, guys.